everybody, check it out. It's the retro CMA Fest shirt with the cute smiley face. And I'd been eyeing it all week, and it was actually the only one left that they had in my size when I went to buy my merch.
Well, that's why you don't wait till the last day of a massive festival to buy merch.
Well, you're right, but we were running all over town, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm actually going to be able to get up to Fanfare to shop on this day at this time and not have to. So yes,
that makes sense.
And I know I wasn't the only one in that position as well, so it worked. It was fine.
That makes sense, but now you understand the hell I go through when I take the kids twice. And
well, that merch issue,
any concert merch that she likes that fits.
They don't have it. Well, that at the Forum, that was because they were selling merch outside. And I think whoever was at the stand where you could go to before the ticketed entry, I think whoever was running that was pulling merch from the stands inside the venue.
That was also the stadium too. That was the stadium.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they did it at both. So we're literally in line outside at the stadium, and they make an announcement. She stands up like, more merch inside. I'm out. I've been open since 11 a.m. yesterday. I'm like, had a hell of a time.
It's just a bad decision because luckily we can't get tickets are still going to just go get the tour merch.
Yeah, but luckily we had bracelets. We could get on the floor, and we found what she wanted, and we were good to go. But you're back home. Obviously, you're in the studio this time. The last episode that we filmed, you were backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, and we got a lot to talk about that today.
Yes, I was backstage for the 40th anniversary of Sunday Morning Country, and then the next day I went back to take a look at the Opry Loves the 90s exhibit in the Acuff House. And any 90s country star you can imagine, they have something from them there. They have Garth Brooks has a Mobetta, a cowboy hat, a microphone, and a guitar. So it's this full sort of stage get up, even pants and a belt, full stage get up. It's the first thing you see when you walk in. And they have stuff from Reba, stuff from Terry Clark. There's even a shirt from Brad Paisley that is a Manuel shirt. It's not marked as such, but I asked the lady there and she goes, I'm 99% sure they said Manuel when they brought it in. So, and there's also a Marty Stewart jacket that Jaime made for him in the 90s as well. And it's beautiful. Jaime does some beautiful work. It's a really cool exhibit. I absolutely love it. We're showing you some pictures here. Go and see it if you can. It was really cool. CMA Fest was awesome. And I just can't wait to go again next year.
Now, the Opry Loves 90s runs through the end of the year, actually December 31st. As of now, I don't know if they'll extend it, but a lot of great stuff. The tour exhibit celebrates artists, songs, songwriters that defined 90s country, which is my favorite era of country. And you mentioned, and we're showing obviously some of the displays, but one thing you showed me that I've got to capitalize on is this.
We have to put it up there. Oh, we have to put it up here.
Cool shirt and poster that has the hairdos of the 90s. And somebody decided, because I know where you're going with the photo, somebody decided to take their picture as Reba.
Yes, they have a photo booth. They have a photo booth, and they have the Reba and the Allen, and this was the result.
You don't make a pretty woman, Matt.
Hey, because you asked if it was a wig, so it really looked real to you.
Well, I mean, looking at it on a small screen, it did look real and interesting to say the least.
And it was big hair, 90s Reba. It was not. It was not shortcut classic Reba like we know now that she keeps it. It was poofy, big hair.
Yeah, the poofy, curly 90s Reba hair.
And hoop earrings.
Yeah, and it's interesting. They only had Alan and Reba. They didn't have the others, you said, correct?
Nope. They just had a men's version with a cut off sleeve button down, like jean shirt and a white hat and a mustache and a Reba. So
I probably would have done both, honestly.
I
just to
went
see
to
what
I
I'd look
went
like in their
back to
hair.
try to do the Allen, but the Allen didn't work. The filter was not working.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it just got Reba. So
Well,
that's what I look like, all fancy.
okay. Well, Opry's Love. You
You
had to go there,
just
didn't you?
got it. That would woof, and then
No, I
came
was
back
trying
and
to
hit you.
read and I misspoke like usual, so I laughed it off. Opry Loves the 90s celebration. It continues at other Opry Entertainment Group properties, including WSM Radio, the Circle Network, as well as Opry.com and its socials. But every Opry show through the end of the year, I believe, is actually going to have some type of 90s centric
They're asking their
segment.
artists. They're asking their artists to pick their favorite. They're asking some of the artists. So one or two a night. Well, unless the artist had a hit in the 90s, obviously, then it's moot. But some of the artists that they're having come on, they're asking them to do covers of 90s country music, and they'll play a game with you where the fiddler will come out and fiddle a hook from a song, and
cool.
the announcer will applaud if it's choice A, applaud if it's choice B. The night I was there, it was Any Man of Mine by Shania.
Yeah.
So it was that da na 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 na. It was, I can't do it, but you know the hook. So
Obviously, yeah.
it was not ba ba da 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 ba ba.
I know that song's always in my head all the time, and that's mostly
And
thanks to
now
you.
our friend Breland has used it as an underhook for one of his songs. So
His new song. Well, I'll say though, did you get to see some of the they have the free public 90s country plaza parties, but I don't think you were there.
No,
Friday
I
and
saw the
Saturday night.
stage. I saw the stage, but I was not there for that.
Well, those are going every Friday and Saturday through Labor Day weekend, and then also in October, because the Opry's going to celebrate 97 years. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Almost 100 years old.
I-
We're going to have to cover the 100th anniversary whenever that.
Oh,
happens.
we'll be there for the 100th anniversary. Don't you worry. I might even be there anyway.
There was
a-
all this Nashville talk. I wish I could literally just crane my house with everything in it and plop it right there somewhere on property in Nashville.
Just plop it in the Opry Mills parking lot, or be like, you know what, Paula Dean's doesn't need to exist anymore. Take the wrecking
no, it
ball.
does. It just needs to be in my backyard so I can
just
have
move it.
country cooking anytime I want it.
or walk onto the General Jackson. So, all right, before we get too nostalgic and just buy plane tickets and go. I'm sorry, what were you going to say? I was going to wrap, but what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, that's it. We have to thank the Opry for letting you see it. And
thank you, Opry.
cover it.
Also, thank you, Opry, for working with Lori Morgan's team so that we could come in and see the Rare Thursday Night Opry, where Lori Morgan celebrated her 38th anniversary of becoming a member of the Grand Ole Opry. That was her induction day. That was June 9th. Or no, I'm sorry, June 10th. And because the 9th I wanted to go, but couldn't.
Was the 9th.
No, it was the 10th.
The 9th, the 10th was the Friday. I think you got CMA fested.
Yes,
dates
I had
are
all
all
the
messed
days
up.
wrong. I wanted to go Tuesday when Carrie was there as well. I knew it was a date with a T in it. So yes, thank you for that Rare Thursday night, the 9th Opry. Thank you to Lori Morgan's team, her 38th anniversary, and her dad's, 73rd anniversary
at the moment.
He
But
was
it is
inducted
in
in
our
49
CMA.
he was inducted in 49 on the exact same day. And I think if my math is correct, that would make it 73 years since George Morgan was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. So a night of wonderful dynasties. Bill Anderson was there.
He was inducted in 49. Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Anderson was there. I have a very good memory for dates. Bill Anderson was there celebrating the release of his album, as far as I can see, which is also the name of his Country Music Hall of Fame exhibit, which we were at. So it was just a fantastic week celebrating country music history in Nashville, along with CMA Fest.
Yeah.
So
all a part of it. And Nashville's wonderful. The Opry's wonderful. Love everybody there at the Country Music Hall of Fame as well. And of course, our CMA team. And thank everybody for letting you come out. I was here at home getting the footage up as quickly as I can without pulling too much hair out, as some of it took longer than expected. But I felt like I was there because you kept me in the loop with everything. And some goodies on the way once you finally sort them and send them out here. And it's just sounds like it was a lot of fun, and looking forward to hopefully both of us covering it in person from now on.
Awesome. All right. Well, for the Music Universe, I'm Matt.
And I'm Buddy. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And all of our CMA Fest coverage, check it out at themusicuniverse.com.